Hello, this is Austin. Today is Saturday night, July 18th. I haven't posted in a couple days. I have one video that it will probably become right before this, kind of during my time in Arizona, but I'm gonna be posting like every night now that I'm back. My Wi-Fi kind of sucked where I was at, and honestly, I was just trying to soak up a lot of the stuff there, and it was like very difficult to kind of just like record. So that was why you guys probably didn't see my videos the last couple days, but tonight I'll do another one. So today I was actually fairly productive. Honestly, just like more of like a very like um, good like positive mental health day. Um, I feel like I'm like I feel like the majority of times that I go like on a vacation or go out of state or something like that, I usually tend to have like a week, like literally probably takes me over a month to get back in the kind of groove of things, to be like very productive, to kind of like start knocking out my tasks, finding things to do, like kind of picking up where I left off. But I feel like this last trip that I went on, I did like a very good job of kind of like still staying in touch with like just like not doing anything. So that was really good because honestly I got a good amount of stuff done today, and it was like very productive. um, so first I would say, woke up this morning, had a good workout, cleaned my whole entire room, like went to the store, which was good. Then I had work today. Worked like 6 hours. So had work, came home, went on like a 3 or 4 mile run right afterwards with my dog. So that was really good. Kind of like ease my mind. Um, and then I, in between kind of hours, I didn't really do much. I'm gonna be like 100% honest. I haven't really done much with since I like left the airport, with the app or anything like that, or honestly much. Just because I've just been like out of the groove of things. Like I'm gonna be 100% transparent. Like I haven't done that, finished up what I needed to do. But the only reason why I haven't is simply because I have like one. It's like three little things I have to like basically check mark off before I send in the code for the Google Play Store to get uploaded. And they don't do like reviews during the weekdays or weekends. So even if I were to submit it in yesterday, uh, they're like late at night. They would not have done anything. So that's why I'm just like waiting to knock it out. It'll get done before like Sunday night. So that's what I'm gonna work on tomorrow. It probably won't take me more than 30 minutes to just get everything up and uploaded. So then by the end of next week, like I said, everything will be on the Android store. One good thing I think that I didn't really talk to, because the last video that will be up will kind of be about like how like I've just like struggling. I think that I overcame that. I should have done a video afterwards. I'm feeling very good since then. Right after I kind of did that video, I was just like, man, like we're good. Um, and then I woke up in the morning and it was just like so much better. And I was stressing out a ton after those two trips and everything, and or to the two trips to the campuses, like feeling like I had to make up my mind and whatnot. But honestly, now I feel very like relieved, and I feel like no matter where I go, it'll be a positive step, um, just for the rest of my life. I'm kind of just tired of being in the same position, same areas with the same people. Not that it's a bad thing, but I just think that like me getting out of my comfort zone and going to a different, putting myself in a different situation and being in a different area around different people, different like-minded people, different people, um, would ultimately be very beneficial for me. So I'm like super eager for that now, because I know 100% that I'm not going to stay here. It's going to be somewhere out of state. I really liked Arizona, so possibly there. We'll see when it gets closer. I still need to take like the GMAT and like apply and see if I even get in. But hopefully, um, I have a decently strong resume. Like I said, like I'm very involved with stuff on campus, and like I'm setting myself up to where I hope that I have the highest possibility chance of getting in. Um, but yeah, so honestly, like I think that the last video, so the previous one, at the very end of it, I was just talking about how I was like so stressed and how I was just like up against a wire with like kind of like wanting to do stuff, but like just feeling like I was like stuck in a position, and it makes me want to be like eager to jump the gun and go like just basically achieve all my dreams, and which is 100% what I want to do. Um, and now I feel like now that I'm back home, like I'm ready to go. Like I'm there. So the next, 5 6 weeks before school kind of kick back in will be very very pivotal. I've got some stuff I have to do with two of the clubs that I run, so that's a little like it's gonna my schedule is gonna be packed this next semester and this next year. But like I'm doing that so that I can ultimately set myself up. Um, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. It's kind of just be like a quick little reset tomorrow and the days following. There's going to be a lot more like straightforward updates. One thing I will say, so that night that I couldn't sleep, I don't know if it was that night or the night afterwards. I think it was the night afterwards. I stayed up again until like 1 a.m. Just could not sleep. I think the whole sleep schedule thing was messed up because it'd be like 8 o'clock there and it would be 11 at home. So like I was cooked. But I kind of just was like up late at night, just thinking about what I want to do with marketing strategies. And I figured it out. Like I'm full gun ho on my ideas with it. There are some things that I need to iron out with just like logistics and price. Ultimately, right now with the business, and this is like super crazy. I have no funding. Everything has come out of my pocket. Everything that's continuously being spent on the business is out of my pocket. I work a part time job. I take out student loans. And a lot of that stuff goes straight back into the business. I got in a car crash a couple years ago, and like I had a lawsuit from that just because like I've had neck pain, but like some of that money also goes in the business, but it's not done. Um, so like everything that's into the business, I 100% own everything of the business, but like I said, everything that goes into it is out of my pocket. So, and I don't want to do capital funding. I don't want to do all this stuff where I raise a ton of money. I don't want that. Like I want the control to make sure that I keep the business ethical, and I think that that's a key point. And I also don't want my creativity and like all that stuff to limit me, just from giving somebody else a share and saying, okay, well I gave you the money, you need to do it like what I think. I believe in myself, and I believe that honestly, the reason why nobody has done what I'm trying to do because it's hard, and it's also just nobody really wants to go out and venture in that territory that nobody's touched. So that's kind of what like I just believe in myself for that. Um, Not to say that I in the future I won't have people like helping me. I take advice from people consistently, and I meet with a lot of mentors, but it's not to say that like I simply don't want to trade away a percentage of my company just so that I can have a little bit of funding. I'd rather struggle with that stuff than have to basically be limited. Um, so that'll just be kind of playing by ear. Honestly, like I think what I'm gonna try to do is just all the money that I make from my part-time job, set a little bit aside for whenever I go to grad school, but the majority of it just get reinvested right back to the business, up until the point where the business starts basically then repaying. Then I start bumping all that money from that I'm getting back into the business, and then keeping all the money from my part-time job. So that's kind of like the plan with it. Um, and I'm still kind of trying to, like I said, iron out the details with like how much it's going to cost, how I'm going to execute it. Um, I want to make sure that it's localized, where it's not just like mass stupid social media like editing and content and stuff like that, to where it's just like touching random people. I don't really want that type of involvement, but I still want something to where it's the name's out there. So we're gonna have to try to find a good blend between the two of those. Um, But yeah, so tomorrow, like I said, I'm gonna finish working on the Google Play Store. Then once that gets sent in, then pretty much everything for that's gonna be done. I'll probably send in an update to the users through like email and stuff like that to say like everything's done with UI. And then I'm pretty sure just gonna slowly start like we're gonna iron out the marketing plan and probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks have it 100% solidified. Obviously make changes as needed, but having a like good baseline, good points, and then also setting goals for it. Um, so yeah, so just kind of just follow along, and then also I'm gonna try to just set a simple task for myself tomorrow. Read 20 to 25 pages on a book, the book that I'm reading, the marketplace one. So that's kind of like a little goal. I'll check in tomorrow and make sure that I do that. Trying to think anything else. I think that's about it. So yeah, I'm don't think that I'm done. Simply just it's rare for me to kind of take a break from like consistently. Like I said, it bothers me. So we're back. We're about to start grinding again. And yeah, so this will be a very, very, very hopeful video series. I think we're gonna achieve something. So I will see you guys tomorrow.